professional. KSI, 2 years older than Logan Paul. Paul, bigger, stronger, more chiseled, but that could be a disadvantage.
The match we've all been waiting for. Sponsored by William Hill, Wow Hydrate, and JD Sport. Sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission Chairman John Carvelli. Executive Officer Andy Foster. At ringside, the 3 judges scoring will be Dr. Lou Moret, Pat Russell, and Zachary Young. And inside the ring, in charge of the action at the bell, referee Jack Reese. And now, the officials are ready, the fighters are in the ring, and they are ready. Staples Center, are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner with his trainer, 2-time World Heavyweight Champion Shannon Briggs. He's wearing white with red and blue. Official weight, 199.4 pounds. He comes to us by way of Westlake, Ohio, but now living, training, and fighting out of Los Angeles, California, USA. Actor, video star, recording star, YouTube sensation, making his professional fighting debut, Logan the Maverick Paul. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner with his trainer, Vidal Riley, wearing black, trimmed with red, and officially weighing in at 193.2 pounds. Tonight, he also makes his professional fighting debut. From London, England, the YouTube star, the United Kingdom's #1 social media superstar, the Nightmare, KSI.
Need everybody to go out, please. Thank you. One guy. No, stay there. Stay right there. Stay right there. Mouthpiece. Mouthpiece. Okay, guys, I gave you both instructions in the dressing room. I just want to remind you, listen and please follow my instructions at all times. More important, protect yourself at all times. Fight hard, fight clean. Good luck to both of you.
Well, it's all fun and games until somebody gets hurt.
Right.
And tonight, someone will get hurt. Will it be Logan Paul? Or will it be KSI? 6 rounds. Who's the king of social media? We're about to find out. Logan fighting with his hands down a little bit, Ryan.
Yeah, he's trying to establish that jab and distance. KSI is looking to come inside and land that big overhand like he almost did. He's going to be shooting that all night.
The best thing that we've seen is that both fighters started with the jab. That means they become students of the sport.
KSI with another overhand right. Logan's got to be careful. He looks a little nonchalant right now, perhaps a little too casual.
He needs to really focus right now. KSI is really trying to load up on that overhand right.
I think KSI knows what it was like to lose the early rounds in the first fight, to come from behind and have to win the last 3 rounds just to get a draw, and he doesn't want to repeat that performance tonight. He wants to start fast, he wants to make a statement, he wants to let Logan Paul know that this was not anything like what it was the first time around.
And remember, last time they had on headgear, bigger gloves. Let's see how they react when someone really takes a strong power punch.
Double jab from Logan Paul. That is an impressive way to start this first round.
Logan Paul wearing the Rocky Balboa type of trunks, representing the United States tonight. This is his home game, but it seems like KSI is just as big here in Staples Center.
You already see Logan Paul breathing out of his mouth. That's not a good sign. He should have his jaw tightly closed. You can break the jaw very easily like that with a jab, much less a power punch.
I think both the nerves are settling in for both of these fighters. They came out nervous, but now they're settling into the fight a little bit.
A minute to go here in round number 1. The first fight was a draw. Logan Paul started fast, ended slow as KSI lands a right hand.
You know, guys, we have to say that.
And Ryan, why isn't Logan Paul putting his hands up? It seems like he's trying to fight like Roy Jones with his hands by his waist.
Yeah, he really needs to use that jab with authority. He's not popping it out with authority. He's letting KSI come right inside. There it is again. The overhands. He keeps shooting that overhand. He's going to keep doing it if his hands are down. Big left hook.
Looked like Logan Paul beat him to the punch with that jab.
These guys are not taking this fight like a joke. There was so much debate about whether this was going to be a serious fight, whether they were just clowning around. I think that question has been answered. They are here to win, and they are here to have a serious brawl.
Look at KSI taking some deep breaths. He's put a lot of energy into this first round.
This is a real fight. I'm excited. This is a real fight. Ooh, keeps shooting that big overhand.
That right hand grazed the chin of Logan Paul. Jack Reese, our referee tonight, trying to keep this just 6. Who do you think won that first round, Ryan?
It was close to me.
Nice jab there by KSI. Left hand connecting for Logan Paul.
I think KSI is wise to target the body, knowing that gassing is one of Logan Paul's Achilles heel.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious KSI expended more energy in that first round than Logan Paul did.
I would like to see Logan set up that uppercut. That uppercut is there.
It would be interesting if this fight turns out the exact opposite of the first, and it's KSI who ends up gassing and has to suffer through the last 3 rounds.
Good jab there by KSI.
KSI really looking for that overhand right, and he obviously thinks that that's some place that Logan is vulnerable. Logan's keeping his jab low, so he's correct, but he's got to get in there to land it.
Wide punches for KSI. Let's see if Logan could throw one right down the pipe and catch him coming in.
Man, I think Ryan is right. Now is the time to relax and be focused, not get those butterflies out of your stomach and come and do the task at hand.
It's about working smarter, not harder.
Now Logan's got the gloves up. Nice jab. Got caught with the right hand. Ducks out of the way of that one. KSI looking like a tough man now, throwing haymakers.
And that's the fight he wants. He wants it in the inside. He wants it rugged.
Logan should definitely stay on his stick, keep that jab hand up, keep that jab in KSI's face. That's something KSI said, he only has a jab. That's all you really need in boxing if you've got a solid one.
So much energy in this arena here tonight.
Stop, nobody punch, nobody punch. Let each other out, step away.
You can tell these guys really took this serious. They're boxing in there.
Who's showing you more technique, Ryan? Logan or KSI?
I would say Logan. He has that good jab. He's trying to use his feet to get out the way. But you can't. Oh, good shot by KSI.
Couple big swings and misses. And Raheem, KSI, if he's not careful, is going to run out of gas by the 6th round.
KSI could be the victim of a vicious counterpunch. More than running out of gas, throwing big shots like that and missing. If Logan Paul can make him miss and make him pay, it can be a very short night for KSI.
Logan Paul showing much more composure thus far. 2 rounds in the books, 4 to go. It's been a close contest. Logan Paul looks more composed. KSI a little bit more desperate for that early KO.
Now, I predicted somebody was going down in the 3rd round and staying down. Let's see if the next 2.5 minutes can prove me right.
At some point, you expect Logan Paul to let his hands fly. He's been patient.
I'm still waiting for Logan to set up that big right hand straight down the middle. Oh, looking at his coach.
You don't have to look to listen, KSI.
KSI's mouth is wide open. Looking at his coach reminds me of me in the gym looking at the clock. It's not a good sign that your focus is outside the ring. You're looking for ways now to maintain. This is a big moment in the fight.
Twice as many jabs landed for Logan Paul. Excuse me, for KSI. Excuse me.
Relax. Did he kill you? Relax. I got it. Box. All right, we're good.
Just reading the tea leaves right now. If KSI doesn't land something significant here in this round and maybe the fourth, the last 2 rounds are going to be hellacious for him because he won't have much gas. Was that a knockdown? Oh, no, says Jack Reese. It was behind the head. Jack Reese says, let's go. Logan Paul may be hurt. That looked like it was behind the head, though, Ryan.
He needs to hold, though. Those type of shots. You could be hurt by them. It could mess up your equilibrium. He needs to hold.
It looked like a clean shot to me. I haven't seen a replay, obviously, but I think Logan Paul was a benefit there, a delayed reaction, and maybe the referees thought that the punch wasn't the cause of the knockdown.
He seems fine, though, right now.
Logan Paul bragged about how he knocked out almost all of his sparring partners. Still waiting for him to land a huge, significant punch right in this one.
There seems to be plenty of mustard on these shots. If one of these guys settles down and gets crisp about it, they could probably turn the fight in their favor and keep the momentum on their side.
You gotta let go, Logan.
Oh, KSI, as he was exiting, landed some arm punches. Good round here for JJ.
One thing you don't want to do at this stage of the fight is back straight up with your chin in the air. When you start getting tired, you start looking for offense and forgetting about defense, that's when you get dropped.
He slipped again. Deep breath, though, for KSI.
Here goes his overhand. Caught him right behind the ear, and that shot would do it. Same thing like my last fight. You catch somebody behind the ear, that's what happens. You lose your legs.
So that would have been scored a knockdown in your book?
In my book, that's a knockdown. In my book, it is.
Here's one more angle, and then we'll bring in our referee, Hall of Fame referee, Steve Smoger, to get his thoughts on it. Steve, was it behind the head, or would you have called that a legitimate knockdown?
Legitimate knockdown. Logan was veering that way. It was a clean shot.
And Ryan, Logan hasn't really let a straight right hand go all fight. Will he do it this round?
He needs to get his respect by landing something big. He needs to start letting his hands go like you said.
Lauren Gardner in the corner of Logan Paul with Shannon Briggs.
We're told that was a knockdown earlier. What did you tell your fighter?
It wasn't a knockdown, it was a slip.
What was your message to him after those first couple of rounds?
Do what he's doing. Do what he's doing. He's the best boxer in the world. Look at him.
What's the key to this victory here tonight?
Huh?
What's the key to this victory here tonight?
Use his jab. He just, he's not using his ability because, it's 1-3-2. 1-1-2. 1-1-2.
Guys, as you can tell, it is straight chaos down in Logan Paul's corner. The champ is very vocal right here.
He wants a jab, and then a right hand.
He needs to let go those punches, man.
He's holding his hands back, though, Raheem.
He's keeping his hands at home because both fighters know that a counter punch is possible and coming. It's hard to keep those gloves up, even if they're only 10 ounces. A fight at this pace is very difficult to keep your hands up and your offenses going. So these guys are each deciding which one they're going to do. Am I going to punch now or am I going to move now because my hands are heavy as hell?
Is Paul's strategy to save it all for the final round or two?
I've got to be a bit more impressed with the footwork than I expected to be. I mean, these guys are not Muhammad Ali or Floyd Mayweather, but for the amount of experience they have in the ring, they're moving very well. The feet is probably what's keeping this fight alive. If these guys were stuck in the mud like in the first fight, somebody would have been down by now for sure.
I'm definitely impressed on their improvements and how serious they took it. It just shows in the ring, with all this going on, for them to still have this conditioning in these rounds. It's good to see.
Let's not forget that the reason this fight, I think, is still happening is because both of these guys are well conditioned. You can't fight at this pace for this long, even.
Big uppercut!
Big uppercut for Logan Paul. KSI stumbling and bumbling to his corner. He's complaining.
Relax. Take your time. You're going to continue. I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to relax. You all right? You need some time? Give me a 5-minute clock. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to recover.
There's the uppercut that sent him down.
Relax. I just need you to continue.
And there's another one. I think Jack Reese
You can have another minute.
stopped
I just
the
want
fight
you to
momentarily
continue.
because of a punch behind the head. Let's listen in here.
Dude, you held his head with the uppercut, then you hit him when he was down. You can't do that shit. So I'm waving that off. So just stay there. Stay right there. Tell me when you're ready. You got another 3 or 4 minutes if you want.
So that will not be scored as a knockdown.
You
Steve
ready now?
Smoger. You think Steve
I'm not
Smoger?
rushing you.
I think he's giving him up to 5 minutes. He called the blow behind the head and a push down. So Jack is implementing the 5-minute rule, and then the fight will proceed.
Stay there. Stay there. Stay back in the corner. I'm not ready. Okay. Score the knockdown, then take away 2 points for hitting him when he was down.
2 points?
Score it, and then 2 points for punching when he's down. Score the knockdown for him, take away 2 points for punching when he was down.
Steve Smoger,
Score
why
the
2
knockdown,
points?
take
I
away
don't
2
understand
points
that.
For punching
1
when he was
point.
down. 2
He
points.
scored a knockdown.
You
2
understand?
points, I think, is
Don't do it,
very,
man.
very excessive in a
Of
fight
course
of
I
this
did. You hit
nature
him, man, with his
with 2 pro
Dude,
debuters.
I
And
said
it didn't
fight fair.
seem that malicious.
Are you ready?
Here we go.
Are you ready? Box.
The decision is the decision. Let's see how rattled KSI is from that knockdown.
And if I'm not mistaken, on the map, since these guys love math so much, it actually scores as a knockdown for KSI instead of to KSI because of the 2-point deduction, even though he did score a knockdown, which removes one of those 2 points.
So a couple of big moments in this fight. Logan Paul was knocked down. It was ruled not a knockdown. KSI went down, and it was a 2-point penalty for Paul.
At this point, I don't think these guys can leave this fight to the judges. Somebody has to step up, take a deep breath, and decide they want to win tonight, and they'll do anything to get it.
I was asking.
Rounds will determine who's got the guts and who gets the glory.
Some big uppercuts landed right there. Huge. I don't agree with the points being taken away, though.
5.
Absolutely not.
Well, Jack Reese, one of the best in the business. Say what you will. He's the A-plus referee. Let's check in now with Lauren Gardner.
He won't interview.
Time's up.
All right, back to action in the ring now. Just under 6 minutes to go. Can Logan Paul pick up where he left off? Ryan, when you take an uppercut that was that strong, how long does it take you to shake it off?
It could take you a round or 2. He was hurt. You seen his legs. He was really hurt.
The break in action really benefited KSI. I think if he had been forced to continue as a normal knockdown would have proceeded, he probably wouldn't have been able to recover that fast. But the thing broke his way tonight, and we're seeing him actually collect himself, and I think throw a bit more crisp shots and be more cautious with his defense.
Let's see if Logan Paul comes alive here in the final 2 rounds. He seems like he's more rested than KSI.
You'll notice KSI's hands are up now, even though his mouth is still open. He knows what it's like to be hit with a clean shot. He doesn't want to feel that again.
He has a new respect for Logan after that uppercut.
Credit to both of these guys. We can't we can't overlook the fact that I don't think anybody in a pro debut with the background that these guys had could be expected to put on this kind of show. They are delivering tonight. This is a true boxing match.
The foundation of KSI still looks a little wobbly. How important are a fighter's legs to him, Ryan?
It's key. You know, without your legs, you won't have power, you won't have speed. So he needs to really get them under him, take this round off maybe, and have a crucial last round.
I agree with Ryan, man. The winner of this last round, if for no other reason than just the last bell tolling and you being ahead in that round, could take the fight.
Nice jabs there for Paul. Under a minute to go here in the fifth.
One more uppercut and it's over, I promise you that.
Logan Paul getting his hands up as KSI rushes forward. Oh, nice 1-2. The Maverick looking a lot more comfortable now. Still has his hands by his side.
I think he understands distance a little better this time. He has his hands by his side, but not when he's in the danger zone. That is a more shrewd and a calculated move than it is just being gassed and can't keep your hands up.
The early rounds seem to tilt towards KSI. The last ones have gone to the American.
Any good trainer will tell you, know when you can rest. Right now, Logan Paul is resting at the right spots.
Logan is extremely comfortable.
All the work put in over the past weeks and months comes down to the final round here at Staples Center. Huge crowd in attendance, millions watching around the world.
You're contributing by bending your head down. Are you okay? Don't hit it when you got him underneath, okay? Miles.
Good body shot there from KSI. Haven't seen a ton of those. Couple of clubbing blows from KSI, who seems to have found his second win here in round 6.
I think he's found his heart. Not that he was missing it for the last 5 rounds, but this is the moment when guys, they don't feel it anymore. It's just a matter of, do I want it more than the man I'm looking at?
Logan Paul looks fresher, but at this point, you gotta let it all hang out. You don't want to hold anything back.
This is your moment. You only got one shot. Bring out everything. Let out the gas tank. Big uppercut.
Big shot. KSI. He won the last round of the last fight. Will he do it again? And if so, will it give him the victory over his arch rival?
Logan Paul should be looking for the uppercut. KSI should be looking for the overhand right.
Another jab from KSI. Logan Paul downstairs. A minute to go.
Yes.
KSI with a right hand. Logan Paul scampering back. He's got to do something here over the final 45 seconds.
KSI landed that right hand because he landed a hand right to the heart of Logan Paul. It made him take a breath, and he got that follow-up shot because of it.
And how big will that 2-point deduction be when we hear the judges' scorecards?
Could be huge.
All right, Jack, we're running out of time. Let him go at it. Seconds left.
Stop. Everybody stop. Stop at the bell.
And that will do it. We go to the scorecards again, and a draw doesn't seem that far-fetched. Raheem, who won this fight?
Boxing won! Boxing won! This fight...
At Staples Center, Los Angeles, we go to the scorecards. Zachary Young scores the contest 56-55. He has it for Logan Paul. Patrick Russell scores it 57-54. He scores it for KSI. Dr. Lou Moret scores the contest 56-55 to the winner by split decision from the United Kingdom, the Nightmare, KSI.
It is game